Some viewers might think this video has already happened, but it didn't. That was the non-X Logitech G Pro model, and some people didn't like my original comparison for that reason, and some would say I'm Razer biased due to what I chose as the winner. But I assure you, I have no allegiance to any brand, so here we are, making things right. Let's hit this off with what comes with each. The Razer come with very little compared to the Logitech. They come with a detachable microphone, a USB sound card, and a very thin carrying bag. The most that carrying bag is gonna do, maybe avoid scratches on it. I guess it's more just feeling secure when you put it in your bag. However, the Logitech, they come with an abundance of stuff. Detachable mic, USB sound card, detachable auxiliary cord, a Y splitter for using the mic without the sound card with separate audio and mic input and output, extra memory foam ear pads, and a way better carrying bag. It is nice and plush. It's like a foam type material. It feels premium. It looks nice, and it actually will protect your headphones from getting damaged. Not like broken like a hard case would. And personally, I just think that the Logitech fare better in this situation. I think if you care about what comes with each, you get a much more pro unboxing experience here with the Logitech. There is a $30 difference, keep that in mind, but I've been seeing the Logitech G Pro X headset on sale for about $99.99, just like the Razer, for a while now. So a lot of times you can get it at the same price. Sometimes there's a $30 discrepancy, and at $100, this package, you can't beat it. Now we're gonna quickly go over the design and build quality of each. In my original comparison, I preferred the Razer, but a lot of my opinions have changed about some things. So it's a mostly metal construction, and it weighs at 320 grams, quite heavy. Really nice feeling soft touch plastic on each ear cup, but I think they will scratch pretty easily. But I've been having these for a while now and not a single scratch on them. But this type of material does normally get damaged pretty easily, so just keep that in mind. A Bear Dynamic style metal fork for each ear cup. Now in my original comparison, I wasn't a big fan of that because I thought it was adding weight. I changed my mind. I think that's great for a durability standpoint. A thin layer of foam on the headband with stitched leatherette, exposed wire, moderately deep ear cups with no padding inside, detachable rubber wire, so if it breaks, it's replaceable. However, I wish it was braided, but the inline controls are on this wire. Detachable mic for people who don't use it, like me. And you have the replaceable ear cups with the leather or the felt, or if you don't like either one, you can go on Amazon and you can order your own ear cups. I personally prefer the felt ones. Overall, the build quality and design is really great. I still think that the metal plates on each ear cup is a bit silly, adds a bit too much weight to the overall package. They do feel very premium, very solid, very durable. So now let's move over onto the Razer. All plastic build, 262 grams, so a lot lighter, almost 100 grams lighter. So they are very light, but they don't feel cheap. They do feel a bit hollow, but I feel like it's all very intentional. It's not like a cost-saving light, a light feeling light. It's supposed to be lightweight, cloud-like. Really thin metal forks as its yoke. They seem like they would be breakable, but I promise you, they're actually quite sturdy. A very soft headband with thick cushion and soft touch leather, green exposed wire, plastic contacts on each side of the ear cups that I could see being a concern because of how big they are. Apparently, you can replace the ear cushions, but I see no way to replace them. I've seen online that you can, but the ear cups that they come with have a nice sports-like material with gel-infused ear pads to keep you cool. Thick padding inside the ear cups. The controls are on the headset, like mute and volume, removable mic, and a non-removable braided cable. The Razer have a great build quality with some flaws. I like the lightweight feel and surprising durability. I think when it comes to durability and build quality, the Logitech will win. But in long-term gaming sessions, the lightweight nature of the Razer's slight clamping force and soft cushions inside the ear cups lend better to long sessions. But that's not to say the Logitech are uncomfortable, they just don't have the same endurance. So I'm calling it a win in durability for the Logitech, and I'm calling it a win for comfort for the Razer. Now specs, they're very similar, but very different. We're gonna go over each, and we're gonna talk about the differences. Logitech has 50mm Pro G drivers. Razer has 50mm titanium Triforce drivers. Logitech has DTS Headphone X 7.1 spatial audio. Razer has THX 7.1 surround sound. Logitech has Blue Voice cardioid mic with side tone. Razer has the Hyperclear cardioid mic. Logitech has the G-Hub software for EQ and special features, and Razer has Razer Synapse software for EQ and other features. The Razer headset has a better on-paper frequency response, but the Logitech have that Blue partnership working in their favor. If we were to dig into the software, the Logitech G Pro have more mic presets and in-depth customization. However, the Razer is no slouch with its high amount of EQ settings, but Blue Voice is just on another level, and Synapse is a horrible software to have to deal with. I just personally prefer to use the G-Hub software. Otherwise, this is a very close match, and if you want in-depth details of the G-Hub software, you can check out my full review. If you are enjoying this video, definitely slap a like on it. It helps out a ton, pushes me on the algorithm. And if you're interested in anything we were talking about, I do have affiliate links for both products down below. But stay to the end to hear my verdict and which one I prefer. So we're going to jump into that mic comparison right now. So this is the Logitech G Pro X microphone. The only thing I did was I turned on Broadcaster 1 mode and I raised the volume of the microphone. So let me know what you guys think. This is if you don't do much to it. Anyway, onto the Razer. So this is what the Razer Blackshark V2 sounds like if you do nothing to the microphone. I didn't want to mess with either of these microphones. I wanted to give you as clean of a signal as possible. So this is what it sounds like. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, back to the video. And that's how each one sounds. Let me know what you guys think. I personally think the Logitech sounds better, but which one sounds better sound quality wise? I'm going to go over as much detail about the sound as possible. I know it's hard. Sound is a very subjective thing. I can't tell you objectively which one's better. I can only give you the specs and what I hear and what my preference is. The Logitech has more realistic bass. The Razer has a bit too much bass. I've noticed over time it's a bit more of a warmer, darker sound signature. The Logitech has slight more clarity with higher highs, bit more sparkle while delivering the lows. The Razer has a much more wide sound signature, a wider sound stage. Where the Logitech sound very close, their sound stage is kind of closed in, and even with the DTS enabled, neither headphone's spatial audio is very pleasing. They both exaggerate the bass and stretch the audio. I just think it's way too much bass with both of their spatial surround, and I just find them to be very fake sounding. But some people love Logitech's DTS, so you might enjoy it. I just didn't. They both have great directional audio, with the Logitech edging out a bit more. I just felt like the Logitech were more accurate, more pinpoint, and more clear when it came to directional audio. On PC, the Logitech are slightly quieter than the Razer at max volume. However, on console, they're the same volume at max. Not sure what that's all about. I find that picking up footsteps with the Logitech are just much easier, and I think that's due to the Razer having that darker, lower sound signature. So footsteps kind of stand out easier with the Logitech, but you can still do it with the Razer. I just feel like the Logitech are clearer and more concise with that sound frequency. And for adventure games, I much more prefer the sound signature that the Logitech give you. And it's funny because it used to be the other way around. When I did the Logitech G Pro to the Razers, I just felt like there was not much sound representation with the original G Pros. It was very flat. There was not enough bass, wasn't enough highs. It was mostly mid-range. This is a much different story. They're not even the same in any way, just in name alone. So if I were to choose which headset I reach for when it comes to its sound, it would be the Logitech. It just sounds more like a studio headphone than the stereotypical booming bass sound that some gaming headphones like to use. I still very much like the Razers. They're a great headset, just over time my opinion of them has changed. I've seen a lot of its flaws over time. However, it is the more comfortable headset with its softer cushions and lighter body and a lighter clamping force, but it's just missing a lot of features and has terrible software that holds those features. But if you can get past the heavier nature of the G Pro X and the more narrow soundstage, I think the sound quality would really impress you. However, the non-X model, in my opinion, is way and inferior to the Blacksharks. But another interesting pair of headphones is the HyperX Cloud 2s, so you can definitely check out my review right here of those. I think you might be interested in them. They have a wider soundstage and a much different sound signature. So if you're interested in it, definitely give that a review. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I do have affiliate links down below. But if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Have a good one.